Hello everyone. In this tutorial, I will be showing you how to find the center point of a paper, in other words, the middle, which will allow you to create a grid so you can use it for a drawing activity. Okay, the first thing we have to do is get our ruler, pencil. This paper is already measured. I cut it and I measured it to be 7 by 7, so 7 inches by 7 inches, right? And I've gone over this in class. The way you measure, you don't measure from the edge of the ruler, it's from the first line. So each ruler is different. Some of them might be from the edge. These you measure from the first line. So to find the center point, the middle, you have to divide both sides by half. So if we place our paper and then our ruler, and this is 7 inches, half of 7 is 3.5, so we go 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, half. In between the 3 and the 4 is a half. So we draw a straight line going up, and then we do it again because it's important for us to measure twice. That way our lines will be straight. Again, place the ruler, 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 3.5. Now that we have both of our marks, we flip the ruler over, we line them up, we line up both of our guidelines that we created, and we draw a straight line. Then we flip the paper over again. Again, this is 7. 1, 2, 3, 3.5. Where you make the marks doesn't really matter as long as you have 2 at the end. Well, the paper is longer than you need more, but for this it's 2. So it's 1, 2, 3, 3.5. Flip your ruler, line up your lines that you made, and the reason why we make them straight up so they will align with the ruler, and then we draw our line. So this is the middle of the paper, the center point, right? With this, you're able to divide the paper into 4 sections that measure the same. You're gonna take this grid and you're going to enlarge one of these flowers to look like this, like this, like this. Mind you that some of these are different sizes, but you really can't go wrong when you find the center point of a paper because it doesn't matter what size it is. As long as you find the middle, you're able to create a grid. And the papers, the flowers here have the same boxes, they have the same grid. So that will allow you to enlarge the flower and only focus on one section at a time, like I've mentioned before in class. So again, we're finding the center point of this size of paper, so we can draw one of these. We're moving on to the next size, which is 8 by 10. This is 8 by 10. These are going to be cut for you, okay? So to find the middle of 8 by 10, what's the middle of 8? 4. And what's half of 8? 4. Half of 10 is 5. So if we were to measure this, that's 10 inches. So half of 10 is 5. So again, let me erase it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw a line going up. Somewhere on the top. Like I said, where you place it doesn't matter. Somewhere on the top, somewhere on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw my guide. Then I'm going to line up my guides, and that will give me a straight line. Okay. Flip the paper over. Measure this side. That's 8. So half of 8 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw your straight line. Again, so this is the center point of the paper, the middle. It also gave me a grid with 4 boxes. And that grid you're going to use to draw, to enlarge one of these flowers. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have only one example for this assignment. I can't find the other one. Something like that. So your goal is to enlarge it and also to use the grid as a guide to help you figure out what goes where. That way you're not drawing everything as a whole. And I've mentioned in class it's easier when you break things up into pieces to help you draw. So that's the second one. Then we're going to be using another size paper, which is (9 by 12). So half of 12 is 6. Draw a line going up. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're gonna line up both of the guidelines that we made. Draw a straight line. Turn the paper over. Measure this. Half of 9 is 4.5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And half, let's do it up here. The half is in between the 4 and the 5. We bring it to the bottom. 4.5. So you basically can find the center point of any size paper just by dividing the width and the height in half. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We might use this paper for different drawings, but we're gonna be enlarging a skull, stuff like this, okay? But again, our goal is to find the center point of any size paper. For these assignments, we have the 7 by 7, the 8 by 10, and the 9 by 12. If you look at them all, it's the same thing. They're just in the middle, the center point, okay? I will be going over this in class, but just in case you need extra help, you can watch my video, okay? I look forward to seeing your work in class, and I will see you later on. Goodbye.